Well, welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's live stream number 12 now, managing Schalke 04, and they're in the Bundesliga after my first season with them was in Bundesliga 2, managed to get them promoted in the first season, got the shiny silverware as well, so that was very nice. First season in the Bundesliga, and we're actually overachieving. The board requirement was only mid-table, but we are in a position at the moment. Season's not finished yet, I don't think, but we are in a position for maybe Champions League football for next season. So I think we have got a few games to play, and then it'll get stuck into a bit of a transfer special. So let's jump straight in, shall we? And let's. Hiya, Mike. How you doing, mate? Let's jump straight in and have a look and see what we are doing. Okay, so let's go to match day. So if I remember rightly, I know the season's finished. The season has finished, hasn't it? We got them all done, didn't we? Hiya, Joey, mate. How are you doing? Yeah, ill-informed. I should have checked that before I came on, shouldn't I? Very, very poor, that. Okay, so it looks like, I think, yeah, we did get Champions League football, didn't we? We are third in the league, or we finished third in the league. Yeah, so we've got Champions League football. That's right, I remember now. It's all coming back to me. There was 10 games to play, but I managed to get them all done in that last episode on Friday's live stream. Hiya, Stevie. How's it going, mate? So are we all enjoying the nice weather at the moment? It's quite nice, isn't it? Well, I think we've had 2 days of nice weather, and then it pinged up on my phone saying cooling over the next 3 days. Not typical Britain. I'm not kidding. Get a bit of nice weather, and it happens for a couple of days, and then it all drops off again. Okay, so a little bit missing form there. I've forgotten what I was doing. I thought he had a few games left, but not. So we are planning for the Champions League then for next season. Right, okay, let's... doing well, gutted about the Southampton game the other day, but I was proud of my team. Nothing like having pride in your team after a few poor seasons. Yeah, they're doing all right, aren't they, Joey? They're doing all right. Just had a pizza or 2 or 3 and some Coke, Diet Coke, because after 3 pizzas we need to take care of the calories. Of course, Mike. Yep, that's my philosophy in life as well. Yeah, you need to eat something a little bit healthy so you can have those 3 ice creams or that full fat Coke, full fat coffee. I know, I'm the same. I've had a fresh salmon for my tea tonight. Well, my heart specialist says I have to have fresh salmon at least once a week. So I've done my bit. The rest of the week it'll be pizzas and I don't know what. But I'm just whatever he says. Fresh salmon at least once a week. Tick, done it. Had it with rice as well, so very healthy. Did have a little bit of ice cream after it as well, but let's not talk about that. Okay, let's have a look then. So I think it's going to be quite a chilled stream, this one. We're not going to play any football, are we? Because we're going to get stuck into this transfer window. And hiya, mate. How are you doing, Dane? Breen so sitting here watching the stream. Great, fantastic, love it. Yeah, so like I say, I think just made some lovely homemade quarter pounders with cheese. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Yes, like I say, I think it's going to be quite a chilled. So let's have a look down and see what we've got going on here. So I've sorted this by expiry date. So we are losing Felipe Sanchez and Deman, who is a minute 32. I keep threatening to sell him. I mean, he's on the transfer list, but not getting any offers for him. And he is going to be out of contract now. So 1.8 million. We've lost that money. Not a lot you can do, is there really? But I did bring that. Who did I bring in now at left wing back? Because Dorado went, didn't he? and I brought in. Oh, it really bugs me. That's him. When I can't find players. Yeah, 28-year-old, a Gabonese. I think that's how you pronounce it. Gabonese. Long ball save update. We won the Bundesliga with Stuttgart in year 2 after Bayern bottled it in the final game by losing to a relegated team. Lost. Oh, that's nice to see, you know. That's nice to see if the AI does that. So having Bayern Munich bottling it to a relegated team, because that happens to me very often. That lost to PSG on penalties in the Champions League semi. Yeah, I mean, I think I would take some convincing to use it in one of my saves, Mike. But I mean, fair play, you know. I had Ekami on FM24, and he was brilliant. Yeah, I mean, he's done us all right, and he's come in, very experienced. Obviously, I had Dorado on that side, the young lad, who I had high hopes for. I'm not even sure whether he was a wonder kid. I don't know. I can't remember now. But somebody came in with a buyout clause, and we lost him. So I brought him in. He's done all right with Deman as backup, and. So yeah, I will be referring to this all night, my squad planner. So I will be looking to my left an awful lot. If anybody has joined the stream who's new to the stream, then I've not gone a bit doolally. I'm looking at my squad planner, just to keep me updated with who I've got. Right, okay, let's go back to the squad. So we are losing those 2 players. Having said that, it will bring in another, 64k a week wages, which is quite handy. But we do have to be careful with Gruger, Schaefer, Eichberger, Sigeti, and Pizarro, I think. They're all out of contracts in a year. So I either have to give them new contracts or move them on. Hiya, Zach, mate. How are you doing? I love a homemade squad planner. The one on FM26 is poor, in my opinion. Yeah, you know what? I do. I like it. It's a bit rough and ready, but I think even if they brought an up-to-date squad planner in FM26, I'd still use my my pen and paper. I just like it. I'm a bit old school, and it gives me an immediate picture of what I've got. Instead of having to click buttons, I can just look to my left. I can write on new players, scrub out old players. I think it works a treat. Decided to move, of course, I picked the team most suitable for long ball FC. Barcelona. The good chance to get fired. My philosophy is totally different than the club's culture. As if you've gone to Barcelona with long ball. I mean, mind you, to be fair, I mean, to be honest, Mike, if it's worked for you at a couple of different clubs now, then it's going to work at Barcelona as well, isn't it? All you need to do is buy a couple of decent sized big lads for up front, and it should work. And as well, it's not like you don't know what you're doing. So I'm sure like a lot of new players would come, buy the game and maybe think, oh, long ball. But if you don't know how the game works, then, you're probably going to fail. Whereas you are, you're established, you know what you're doing. So it always helps, doesn't it? Okay, so bearing in mind, we have to, I'm wondering whether Schaefer, he's got a value of 1.8 mil. He's only 2-star. He has got some potential to be 4-star. He's got a resolute character as well. And he's left-footed. Do we move Schaefer over then? Given that he's only 21, he is German, he's got 4-star potential ability. Do we move him over and play him as backup to Ekami on that left-hand side? Because Demand's going, Dorado's gone. So let me do a little bit of quick. What's it here? You know what? I think rather than going out and buying a backup left back, I think we might do that. I think I might move Schaefer over then. Because he is left-footed, and it makes a lot of sense, that. Because on the other side, we've got Rincon and Eichberger, although Eichberger is out of contract. So he's on 35k a week. It's fairly determined. It's 28. He is wanted. He's wanted by Freiburg. That would not be a problem. I can basically buy my entire Stuttgart squad within 2 years. The money is crazy. Barcelona get 300 mil a year in sponsorship and 130 mil from TV money. Oh my God. It's a big difference, isn't it? It's a big difference. It'd be perfect for left back. Have him learning it in training. Gets loads of potential and left-footed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's a good shout. That good shout. Let's get him proficient on that side. Let's try and find him. There he is, Andre Schaefer. Right, wing back. Which side's he playing? Right, let's have him as. I mean, we're actually not playing with wing backs, are we? Just in case I want to play with. See, I'm not settled on my formation yet and my tactic. Really. That might depend on when I start looking for players, who's there that's really good. Right, let's start trying as a wing back on the left. Hold on a minute, what's going on here? Defender on the left. Wing back. What else I mean? I got fined from my Real Betis save after I lost 5-0 to Almeria. Right. The game is very cruel, isn't it, Zach? It's very cruel. He's also big enough to play an advanced overlapping centre-back role. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I've done that right, haven't I? A wing back on the left, yeah. Right, okay, so let's have him, let's give him defensive positioning, and let's go double intensity. Let's do that. I love a player like Schaefer, can mould him to pretty much anything and make him James Milner 2.0. Yeah. Okay, that's. I think we are okay with him then. So we're going to keep Schaefer around 12k a week. So the question is, do I give him a new contract? So I've got 26 million to spend, and I've got 60k available. Bearing in mind Ashiro is on 105k. So do I? Let's see how he progresses. And we can always give him a new contract coming up to the end of next season if we want to do. Because I don't want to give wage budget away that I might need. So let's do that. Eichberger, on the other hand, what do we do with him? Do we let his contract run out and just keep him for the year? I think maybe we do. Found a new gen striker with incredible defensive attributes. Retrained him to be a ball-playing centre-back. And he's now worth 150 million. See what I say, Mike? When you know how to play the game, it makes a massive difference. Daniel, definitely don't want teams sniffing around. Make sure no release clauses. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to come after Schaefer. A 2-star with... I mean, he's probably going to end up 3-star, isn't he? If he progresses. I don't think he'll get that extra star. I don't know. I'm not sure, really. Thinking of getting FM26 on console. Is it worth it? And if it is, should I buy it full price or wait for a discount? It's on discounted at the moment, mate. I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce your time. I'm going to call you Timek. And it's discounted at the moment. I think you can get it for just under 30 quid at the moment, mate. But I mean, I think I would. I've come to the conclusion now. I was going to make a short about this, and then I forgot to do it. I've come to the conclusion that the reason that it works on some consoles and fails on others is that there are certain parts of the game that are broken. So, like for me, for instance, if I don't go into like the data hub in a specific area, which I don't, but somebody else does, that might be the area that makes it crash. But if I don't go in there, my game won't crash. My game's not crashed for a few weeks now. So, and the odd crash here and there, you know. I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows crashed on me once when I was playing it. So it's not just confined, is it, to Football Manager? I mean, I would, mate. I'd have a go at it, yeah, and get yourself attuned to it before FM27 comes out. Hiya, Cameron, mate. You got promoted with Bristol. Second season now in League One. Third in the league. Automatic. Are you still playing the long ball, Cameron? It's on Ultimate and Xbox and PS Plus. If you have PS Plus, I believe it's free. Bloody hell. Well, it's not really free, is it? Because you have to pay for PS Plus, but I see what you mean. Yeah, are you still playing that long ball game then, Cameron? So I think Eichberger, I think we just maybe let him see out his contract. He's only worth 1.7 mil, so Seghetti we have to make a bit of a decision about. 31 appearances, 36 conceded, only 12 clean sheets. But did we not get a message about him? Something to do with he got the Golden Glove or something. It's free on both consoles. I've lost my first 2 games of the league. I think my long ball has been found out, or it's just not the one for League One. Well, Mike's playing long ball with Barcelona now, so. And Cameron, you're asking about Leeds, so I did have a look. They're still in the Premier League. They're actually 13th at the moment. They've got 35 points, I think. I think there's 8 games. There are 8 games left in the Premier League. This is in the Chelsea save. I think there's 8 games left, I think. And they're about 5 points above the relegation area. But I've had a look at their team. There's very few players left who I had when I was there. Weirdly, though, guess who they've got as striker on loan? That the Rodriguez that I bought in for the Schalke save. It's weird, isn't it? The crossover. Strange. You asked about Wigan. Oh dear. Okay, so let's just scrap what I've just said because none of that makes any sense. There's no context to it or anything. Just scrap all of that what I've just said. Let's go back to this transfer special. I'll have another look, Cameron. It's Wigan. It's not Leeds. I get it. Oh God. Right. Okay. Yeah. Did we put any? Did we put any goalkeepers in the? Yes, we did actually. Was the own? Of course it was. PS Plus is usually a sham and not worth the subscription in my opinion. Xbox Game Pass is infinitely better. But if someone has the PS Plus, might as well grab FM26. I check the store, it's in. Okay. Okay, we've got a 31-year-old here, an Israeli goalkeeper, Daniel Peretz. And he is he's fairly susceptible to injuries. Great, marvellous. Why is it showing him as a 3-star though, when in here it's saying 4-star, unlikely to improve? I don't want somebody who's susceptible to injuries. That's not much use, is it, really? Got a German here. Mio Backhouse. 20. Who's he playing for? Werder Bremen. 29 appearances. He's conceded 43 goals. Oh, I mean, that could be down to the defence, couldn't it? Youn, France, 26. And Desplanche, I've had Desplanche before, 29-year-old Italian. Release fee clause of 2. He's a release fee clause of 2.7. And yet he's valued at 7.6. He's playing for Feyenoord, first choice. Just checked, FM26 isn't on promotion anymore. Is it not? Somebody said the other day you can pick it up from like Argos for less than 30 quid. Gomes Rodriguez was meant to be Southampton's future number 10, got poached by Leon. I was fuming when I saw that on Twitter. Have you got any ideas you want to buy? I haven't, Daniel. I'm just... it's going to be a bit of a chilled out stream tonight. There won't be any football played, and I'm just going to work through this and see who we've got, whether we can improve it, what tactic and formation I want to play next season. I mean, we are going to need a bigger squad, I think, because we're in the Champions League. So, where is Zimash playing in this save? I don't know. We can have a look. He's still at Fiorentina. 56 million. He's injured at the moment. When's his contract? Oh, Oh, they've just given him a new contract by the looks of it. 4 years, 46 days. The problem is any players that are at Fiorentina are going to be worth money because although I did jump ship, I've come to this squad is nowhere near Fiorentina's. Nowhere near. Love Daniel Peretz on loan at Southampton, currently from Bayern. Solid keeper, not sure on FM though. Yeah, it did say that he was injury prone. You love this Z-Mash guy, don't you? He's become a bit of a legend on the stream, mate. He's yeah, he's become a bit of a legend on here. But yeah, 56 mil. We can't. We need to. What we need to do is find the next Z-Mash. That's what we need to do. Right. Okay. So let's have a little bit further look down. So I have a feeling Sigeti won something, didn't he? I'm sure he won something, like Golden Glove or something like that. 6.94 for the season. Okay, that's Sigeti, and then we've got this lad, 29-year-old Chilean Vicente Pizarro, who is the DM, and his contract runs out at the end of next season. I was thinking of buying him from Barcelona, but I'd already spent my modest 350 million transfer budget. Now you're just showing off now, Mike. You're just showing off. 350 million. Get Christian Benteke. Okay, so well, let's just have let's have a look at the shortlist and let's clear that off. Right. So what have we got on the shortlist here that see, there's still this lad here, 5.8 mil. Now I did want him before he went to Bodo Glimt. I put a bid in for him, I think, and he went there instead. But I'm wondering now whether or not he would come to us. I mean, 4-star, 5-star potential, consistent, handles himself around, got current national. Yeah, these cons are not a problem, are they? So, for Bodo Glimt, he made 14 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, 7.16. What are you saying there, Daniel? Pavlis Dillis. Oh, I see. Okay. So, are you colluding, you two? Daniel and Mike. You both come up with the same name there. I think I've barely got enough to pay £500 wages at Bristol. I know. I'm the same here, Cameron. Your shortlist. That's what Guilherme Fernandes is amazing. 11.5 mil though. It's quite rich, isn't it? He's a fringe player in Barcelona B. 74k a week. Busting a bid to buy the entire Bristol Rovers. Oh my god. All Greek awesome players. Please do. I mean, it would be nice actually, wouldn't it, to have a new save favourite. Let's so what are they called? PAV. I can't bloody see that. LI Pavlidis. Pav Lidis. Is that how you spell it? Pavlidis. Here we go. Oh, he's 33 years old. Is that the one we're talking about? Oh, what's his first name? Vangelis Pavlidis. I'd love that Wigan owner at the minute. Yeah, I mean it is levels, isn't it, Cameron? Obviously, I was bloody pissed off with him in game, but then if you're going to like stabilise a club, then Manuel is currently making 475,000 a week with 95,000 appearance fee. I mean, I'm guessing it's not this. It won't be the 17-year-old, will it? It's not going to be him. It's going to be him, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not buying a 33-year-old. Who was the other one you were talking about? Duvikas. D-O... I've lost it now. U-V-I-K-A-S. V-I-K-A-S. See, he's 32. It's too old. Too old. Duvikas is younger, only slightly. Yeah, doing all right, Craig. Doing all right. We're in a transfer special. It's going to be very, very chilled out tonight. No football. Just going to be analysing players all night. But you were wrong about 16-year-olds in the game. I'm playing one in centre back, and he's already 4.5 star centre back worth 1.2 mil, which is decent for League One. Oh, right, with your wingers, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm happy to be wrong, Cameron. I am definitely happy to be wrong. Check your youth team. Yeah, I don't think the youth team is that great, to be honest. I don't think it is. We've got Matthias Bruns, 2-star with 4-star potential, but he's 21 in. Let's do it by ability. We've got 17-year-old Stanley Apaya. Right. It's like what's it though, isn't it? On my is it the Spurs save? I've got that Bok. Is it the Spurs? I can't remember now. But he's very good. Who's this here? Yeah, not really Champions League standard, are they? These lads. Not Champions League standard at all. Lonidis. Loan. Loan. 2 N's. IDIS. I'm guessing it's this geezer. Is at Palermo. 32-year-old striker. I mean, what I might do is I might go and have a look at the Greek national team, like under 21s or something like that. Anyway, getting a bit sidetracked here. Let's go into the shortlist again. Right, okay, let's have a look. Spirited centre mid, but can play that attacking midfielder role, which we were struggling a little bit, weren't we? We had to go to that box because Valente got injured. So how is he compared to Valente? And how is he against Rubino? Tommaso Rubino. Right, okay. Okay, I mean, he's a possibility, but 11.5 million is a bit rich. I mean, that's going to take very nearly half of my transfer budget out. Carrot Sass. Let's try him. KARETSAS. SAS. 24 years old. He's only 75 mil. Mike, can I have a borrow? Can you sub me 75 million? Because you've got 350 million there. Just, give me a bit of a sub so I can buy this lad, because I like him. He looks all right. He would do me down to the ground. Yeah, I think we're going to have to cut our cloth. Camera may be a one-off, but at 4.5 star rating ain't bad, is it? It's not, Cameron. I've got it is in the which save is that in now? It's not in this save, is it? It is in this save. Right, I've got this lad in this save, Bryant Bock. When I took over, he was only 16 and he had 3 stars of ability at 16. He's got 5-star potential. So he's going to be the centre-back of the future. So, yeah, it's a difficult one, Cameron. It's just like when you said that, your team wasn't performing, you were maybe going to get the sack, and you know, things were going really badly, and then you said you had two 16-year-olds as wingers. Immediately in my head I'm thinking, right, that's one of the problems. Not all of them, but that's one of the problems, because 16-year-olds generally, unless you're very lucky like I am with Bryant Brock, they're not going to do a job for you. But I mean, it's nice that, you know, it's nice that you're seeing both sides of the, you know, sometimes you can get 16-year-old who's never going to progress. Other times you get one who's going to be a 5-star player. Please check if Benteke is still about. Also, no chance for us seeing the first game of the season. No, there won't be tonight. No. So where I was Dundee United playing night Union League. Derek get the ball wide, crossing the Champions League, and he got me to the semi-finals. Keep playing him. He will turn into a beast. I think I saw a spare 150 million sitting in the corner of the Barcelona training. I've got you covered. Brilliant, Mike. Brilliant. I knew you'd have my back. We're pretty sure, to be fair. Just this one centre back. Yeah, I sometimes when I'm saying things, I make sweeping statements when really I should think about what I'm saying, and I should kind of, you know, tailor it. So rather than saying, you know, oh, you shouldn't be playing 16-year-olds, they're absolute crap, that's your problem. What I should have said was, like, what are your 16-year-olds like? Because if they've not got a great star rating and they've not got a lot of potential, then that could be a problem. Because 16-year-olds on the wings who are meant to be your providers, if they've not got a great potential, that might be your and I should probably have worded it different, because you are right, you know, I mean, obviously you've got a player there who's 16, 17 who's going to be a superstar. I've got one here, so it doesn't always, like I say, sometimes I open my mouth a bit too quickly. Let's have a look in the player database and see what there is about. I mean, I must admit, I am liking this lad here. I still like this lad here. I do think he would make us a better team. "21-year-old Norwegian for that centre berth." I have got him on the shortlist, haven't I? Yeah. So let's just run down these players and just see, because this, if I can pick up a player in here who has got some real potential, then it might change my opinion on what I'm going to play. 31-year-old, 29-year-old, 3.4 million. Has anyone mentioned City yet? Don't worry, I won't either then. I love a Scandinavian regen midfielder. If anybody has joined the live stream, there won't be a lot of football played tonight. We are in a transfer window. I am managing Schalke 04, and first season in the Bundesliga, I've managed to get them into a Champions League position. So we will be in the Champions League for next season. So obviously the transfer window is going to be quite important for us. Okay. See, I've got Rincon on that side, haven't I? 29-year-old him. Hugo Rincon. They look very, very similar. Carl Barber, 29 years old. Well, I thought Rincon was quite young. He's not. He's 29 years old. Technically, he's better. I started a women's league save on the side. Durham in the second tier of England. I'm using my long ball tactic. Oh my god. How are you going on finding 6'4", 6'5" ladies though, Mike? That sounds wrong, doesn't it, really? Shall I rephrase that? I mean, there's a few there, isn't there? Let's go to current ability. Because I really need, I mean, it's all right having project players, but I really need players who are going to come in and kind of hit the ground running. High heels sorted. Oh my god. Right, okay. You're all going to have to be prepared tonight for quite a lot of indecision, because until I get that gut feeling about somebody, I won't be signing them. Unai Gomez, 28-year-old, centre mid, fairly determined. Off the ball, you see, work rate is an 18. Teamwork's a bit low at 13. So he's playing for Lokomotiv Moscow. 30 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists, 7.5. Okay, what's his... doesn't enjoy big matches. Can play a couple of positions. Good Bundesliga, unlikely to improve. Let's add him to the short list. It's all relative. Most ladies centre backs are not that tall anyway, so you can get away with a 5'8" target forward. Good point, Mike. Good point. This is why I want to do a women's save, because all of that stuff is like, that's quite clever thinking, isn't it, really? And I want to have a go and get into that mentality. I've just taken over Wigan after they've been relegated to League Two. I have a player who's also a scout and he's only 23. Really? A player who's a scout and all right, okay, weird. Yeah, to go back to Craig's, has anyone mentioned City yet? My only comment would be, we got away with one. That would be my comment. We got away with one. I mean, you won't be surprised to hear that I was screaming at the television. My granddaughter was on her way downstairs and even she was saying, calm down, Grandad. I was screaming at the television. Yeah, we got away with one there. But we're in a final, so, you know, at the end of the day, can't complain. Okay, are we still going to play with 2 strikers, do we think? We need to score more goals, there's no doubt about that. So we've got Rodriguez up there, 11 goals, 2 assists. And we've got a Shiro, 10 goals, 5 assists. Which, to be quite honest, for a Shiro, I'm disappointed in. Very disappointed. He's wanted. Who's he wanted by? Sunderland. We do need to score more goals. And I've not played Melia very much, have I? 24-year-old. Just get ready for a lot of lobs, long chips, and looping headers going in. Is it lady goalkeepers are also noticeably shorter. Right, okay. It's all fascinating stuff, this, Mike. All fascinating stuff. I mean, obviously, I want to do that kind of thing. But Valente got injured, didn't he? So Tixera wants to play right in the middle. 3-star with half a star potential, 26-year-old Portuguese. And then the two, so I've got him as a box-to-box a day, 25-year-old German. All these stats are on the down low, but still looks a very good player. 23 appearances, 3 goals, 5 assists, 7.01. And Pizarro, who's out of contract at the end of the season, but is 29. 36 appearances, 6.79. But he is a DM, isn't he? So I always find DMs generally don't get very good ratings. We're going to carry on with Bock at the back to let him progress. Hopefully by the end of next season he'll be a 4-star centre back. And Rosenfelder, 29-year-old Germans, have loads of experience there. Could it be worth cashing in on a Shiro? Maybe, Joey, maybe. Work permits is one thing that does my... can't sign foreign players because everyone needs work permits. It's like I'm restricted to English. Yeah, in the English leagues, work permits are a massive problem, Cameron. Massive problem. When I was in the lower leagues, it's not so bad when you get in the higher leagues, because most players you want to sign are full internationals. But in the lower leagues, it is a real nightmare. I struggled, really struggled. You see some great players as well, and then you're thinking, oh, he looks amazing, he'd do. Work permit, no, they're not going to get one. Don't forget the ESC slots, though, Cameron. Don't forget the ESC slots. Oh, that's right. Koulibaly can play that left back as well, can't he? He's only 24 as well. But we've moved Schaefer over there. 6'3". I mean, he really should be playing centre back, shouldn't he? Right, so we're going to lose 2 players. So we're going to end up with... let's just move these up here. Who's Patak? Who's he? 19-year-old. I think I brought him in, didn't I, because I needed to fill the bench. He really needs to go out on loan. Transfer loan. Constantly gets in English free agents after using the ESC slots. Signing most valuable players and bring in future stars. Saudi bid out of the blue for him would be interesting. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking at the team thinking that actually, well, it is an okay team, isn't it? You know, first season in the Bundesliga, we ended up finishing third. So it's an okay team, this. I reckon if I played this team next season, we're not going to do well in the Champions League. But I reckon we get third in the Bundesliga again with this team, maybe fourth or something. So I'm just wondering whether or not I go and... I mean, I do quite like this. Quite like this. Or do I go to wingers? I mean, Rodriguez can play on the wing. He's reasonably quick as well. Crossing of 13, and that's on the up. Do I go to wingers even? Valente can play on the wing. Andy Carroll retired on my third season. 39. Got him in as assistant gaffer. How tall is Ashiro? He's only 5'8". And Rodriguez is 5'9". So if we did play with wingers, we'd have to flirt the ball in low and hard, wouldn't we? Life in the legs of England. Once you get the Champions League, you get 40. So almost everyone gets a work permit. That's, yeah, I just said that, Mike. Yeah, as you progress, you will get work permits. Sell your... Yeah, go to wingers. See that Bodo Glimt player is unsure. There's a lot of money in though, 11.5 mil. I mean, I suppose, given the fact that we're in the Bundesliga, I could put at least half of it on the drip. I'm going to have a thing about my worst performer in the 11 and replace. Yeah, try making the fullbacks into wingbacks now that you are champions. Other teams will start playing more defensively against you. The worst performer in my team. I mean, going off the average rating, probably Pizarro, the DM. I think. What's Gruger worth? I won't be against selling him actually. 26. Problem is if I go to wingers now, I am going to have to change my system fairly drastically, and I'm probably going to have to buy at least 3 players in just to play on the wings. I like Pizarro, you see. I don't think at this moment in time, so we're the 15th of May 2032 in game, I don't think at this moment in time I have a player who I would say, right, I'll get rid of him easily. I mean, that might change in a couple of months' time when possibly some bids come in and I start looking at other players. No, mate, no, I get... Yeah. You see, one of the things I found over the years, and I'm sure we've all found different things in the game, but particularly in FM24, I found my DMs never, ever... I mean, they could play the best game ever, every game, and they still wouldn't get a good rating. So... if anybody has joined the stream, by the way, getting a bit carried away here. My mind's focused on transfers now. We are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I am playing it on the PS5. I play with a keyboard and mouse and not the controller, although I gather the controller is a lot better these days, but I still prefer the keyboard and mouse. Managing Schalke 04, and in my first season in the Bundesliga with them, I managed a 3rd place finish. So we are in the Champions League for this coming season now. So it's basically a transfer special, really. Just having a look through the team and who I think is... well, I think we're maybe going to have to add to it. Although I don't know. I mean, we've got a fairly decent-sized squad here. We are going to lose 2. So I've got 12 players outside of the first 11. Not too bad. Hiya, Salad, mate. How are you doing? Oh, crash, it was so good. Did you get the transfer book I told you about? Oh, you know what? I forgot to look. Salad. That little piece of paper. Right, so this is my get out clause. So that little piece of paper, I wrote it all down on. And in fact, shall I... let me write it down again, because... because I am I'm very interested in that, Salad. Very, very interested indeed. So the problem I had over the weekend was that... So I think Mike and 1 or 2 others as well recommended games for me to play. So I spent all weekend looking at things like No Man's Sky. What's that other one? What's it called now? That looked very interesting, by the makers of Fallout Las Vegas. Can't think what it's called. Unless there a goal, unless if a DM gets 6 player rating, that's basically a 7 on terms of actual performance. Oh, I'm glad you found the same thing, Mike. Too busy looking at Leeds. Yeah, well, I should have been looking at Wigan. Obviously weaknesses in your team, but evolving the squad is the most important and exciting part of the game. It is, Craig. It is. Starfield was another one, Mike. I've had a look at that one. Starfield, No Man's Sky. The big one was the one, and I spent a lot of time researching that this weekend. You will be shocked and amazed that when I'm buying something, I research it to death. So I can spend hours. It's not just a transfer window in Football Manager. I research things to death. So, but I've been looking a lot today at Crimson Desert, and the only problem with that other game that slips my memory now, because I've torn a piece of paper off and it's on my settee, is it looks a bit cartoonified. No Man's Sky, yeah, it looks okay, Cameron. I'm not very keen on spacey type games, so I've always given games like that a bit of a miss. But it actually looked okay. But I don't know. I'm just, like I say, I mean, like I do on the transfer market. It's not just in Football Manager I research things to death. I do it out of Football Manager as well. So I'm not an impulsive person. You know, if somebody says to me, "Oh, buy this game, it's amazing," I'll have a look at it the next day, and then probably the next day, and a week later, I probably won't have made my mind up. Football transfer window, plan a video game, plan your transfer. Yeah, I will. I know, Salad. I will definitely have a look at it. But what I'm trying to explain is that, so quite a few of the lads recommended me games to play because I finished Assassin's Creed now. So I basically spent all weekend looking at those, and I overlooked the squad planner that you'd recommended me. I will have a look at it, definitely. And I think it was before. Yeah, I know, Cameron. Yeah, it does look a very, very good game. Does look a very good game. The one I was really interested though was the one that Mike and can I remember the name of it now? It's the one that's produced by the developers of Fallout Las Vegas, and it's, what's it called? 15 trillion different planets to visit. Yeah, it's just that the spacey aspect. I'm not really a spacey person at all. And although the game does look beautiful, I'm into beautiful looking games, no doubt. They really attract me, beautiful looking games. But it's spacey, and Google's words, not mine. Yeah, I can't think of the name of that game. Outer Worlds. Now, Outer Worlds, I spent most of Saturday and Sunday watching playthroughs of it. Radbrad has done quite an extensive playthrough of it. So I've spent most of the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and I did look at Starfield, I looked at No Man's Sky, and the main one was Outer Worlds. And I still may well still buy it, yeah, I don't know. But then I've gone back onto looking at Crimson Desert at the moment. Starfield's also spacey. Yes, it is, yeah. That's Starfield. Is it really? Okay. I mean, so Outer Worlds is the one that opens up, and it looks very much like Fallout 4, like the opening screen. It's very like cartoony like. It's very cartoonified, Cameron. It's very cartoonified. But there seems an awful lot of talking and cutscenes, and I'm not a massive fan of that really in games. But I think I'm more or less this afternoon. I'm more or less convinced myself that I may well go for Crimson Desert. I think at this moment in time. I'm not saying I won't go for Outer Worlds at some stage. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas. What did I say? I said Fallout Las Vegas, didn't I? And Outer Worlds. One of the things I'm finding, and I suppose it is a little bit worrying this, but I'm 73 and my memory is not great these days. So sometimes I can't even remember what I did yesterday. I'm surprised a lot of the time, having 3 saves running in Football Manager, I remember what's going on in any of them. And to be quite honest, I don't really. I mean, it's like Bock, for instance. When I said Bock, I couldn't remember whether he was in the Spurs, Chelsea, or this save. And, well, he's in this save. So my memory's not the greatest these days. So, yeah. Anyway. That's what stopped me from getting it. Well, I've been watching Radbad playing it today, and it does look. It looks like my kind of game. I like games where you can craft. I mean, the big thing for me in Fallout 4 was. I mean, I love the game. Going into empty buildings and like stealthing around and taking things out. But the big things for me in Fallout 4 was the crafting, upgrading your gear, building your own like settlement, if you will. That's what really attracts me, because I've come from World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft that's very crafting based, and I've been brought up on that, so I really love the crafting side of it, and there seems to be that in Crimson Desert. Performance-wise, I know it's had 1 or 2, yeah, I know, but I think there have been quite a few updates on Crimson Desert, so I think it might be worth a punt. That's what the clipboard squad planner with different coloured pens is for. I've got my. This is my pen. Look, see. So you can you all see that? Look. So you press the red, you get a red. Press the black, get a black. Green, blue. So I've got a biro that has 4 different colours. It's not revolutionary. It just it's small things, isn't it? Just check my game time on Follow 4 since 1,002 hours on it. I mean, I have to say it's got to be one of the best games I've ever played, Mike. It's got to be one of the best games I ever played. I got so engrossed in it. I mean, I think it has recently. It's got overtaken by Hogwarts. Hogwarts was just a masterpiece. Absolutely loved Hogwarts. And for gameplay and time in the game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, I don't know how many hours I've got on that. It's just immense. Absolutely immense. Right, okay. Right, this is getting me nowhere fast, this. Okay, let's go back into the player database again. Better than FM. So this is probably going to come across really weird, but for me, Football Manager is a lifestyle thing. It's just something. I don't even class it as a computer game anymore. I just switch my PS5 on, and because I'm on YouTube with it. I think that's maybe the reason why I don't really class it as a computer game, because I'm always on it recording episodes for YouTube or doing live streams. I don't really class it as a computer game anymore. I really don't. If you said to me, compare Football Manager with Hogwarts, I'm like, they're 2 totally different things, completely. Hogwarts are what I play. Hogwarts is what I play, or Assassin's Creed, when I want to fill 2 or 3 hours in an afternoon and just chill out. Football Manager, it's a lifestyle for me. I'm doing it all the time. I've got 3 saves running, and yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Kingdom Come Deliverance games are great, but it takes a lot of patience to learn, especially for someone who is not a seasoned gamer. Yeah, I started gaming in 1998. I play mostly role-playing games and open world games. I don't classify FM as a video game either. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. That kind of, isn't it weird how until somebody asks you a question sometimes, you don't actually, you've not thought about it. And until I was just asked then, like Cameron said, is it better than FM? I just don't class Football Manager as a computer game. I just don't. It's part of my lifestyle now. You know, the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I have my porridge and then my computer's on and I'm thinking, right, Chelsea, Spurs. Spurs is taking a long time at the moment. I can spend all day in Spurs at the moment doing transfer windows, recording it, editing it. And then I've got live streams Monday, Friday. So I'm thinking, right, it's 7:30, need to put a note up about that. Need to make a thumbnail. So it's a lifestyle thing for me, Football Manager. Computer games is what I play to chill out a bit and wind down. It's a bit weird. Sometimes I wonder I'm just playing a word slideshow. Right, okay, let's... You're probably, if you've just joined the stream, you're probably going to be very, very confused at the moment, thinking you've come into a live stream playing Football Manager. I am actually playing Football Manager. It's a console version of Football Manager 2026, but there won't be any games tonight because we're in a transfer window, managing Schalke, and I'm doing a transfer window now before the new season starts because we are in the Champions League for next season. But in this live stream, we tend to talk about mince pies and meat pies and all kinds of other stuff. We have conversations about the weirdest stuff. So, and it passes the time on. This video, FM is bigger time. It is a lifestyle. I agree, Mike. I agree, and it's very interesting. It's got me thinking that because you know until I was asked that question, it's like you know what? Actually, I don't class Football Manager as a computer game. It's something that I play every day, more or less, and it's a lifestyle thing for me. So I'm glad you agree. Steve was away watching United. Who was signed? Nobody yet. Nobody yet, Stevie. We're discussing PS5 open world games and RPG games. Right, okay, let me just... Oh, United are winning 2-0 against Brentford. Right, okay. Okay, 2-0 it is. He's a resolute character. He's 29 though. A right back. But he can play wing back. I mean, are we going to do then something like change these to wing backs? And get them, because we've got 2 DMs in here, so we're going to get them moving up the pitch. I mean, maybe make a day, don't have him as a box to box, keep him a little bit more reserved, possibly. What does he like to play? If he's playing back there, box to box playmaker, box to box midfielder, deep line, he wants to be, or a half back even. What are the attributes for a half-back? Marking, tackling, positioning, teamwork, concentration. Anticipation. Jumping reach. He's 6'2". Oh, half-backs, do they drop back into centre of defence, don't they, when out of possession? McAtee and Z-Mash. We have had a look at Z-Mash, Stevie. We have had a look at Z-Mash. He's still at Fiorentina and he's worth about 57 million, so he's out of the... what's that salad? You ought to play it on PC. It's not a game, it's the live notebooks on my day. I mean, I used to play it on PC, Salad. I used to play it on PC. Watch Arsenal win the league and Champions League with consecutive unconvincing 1-0 victories. That wouldn't surprise me, Mike. That would not surprise me. From 1980s, a simple Space Invader style game like Gallagher will do me. I mean, do I just look at making the team better on the whole? I mean, he can play as a wing back. I'm kind of thinking at the, I mean, I've got 26 million to spend, but that's not a lot of money. I'm kind of thinking going to wingers at this stage would probably not be the greatest idea, because I would spend a lot of money buying wingers in. It's 20, let's have a look. Wrong one. It's what we're looking at here. We're looking at recruitment. And here, 26 mil. 26 mil, Stevie. Halfback FM signaling went in possession, but stays there all through the build-up. Not like real live halfbacks who join the midfield when in the final third. Halfbacks drop back to centre back when in possession. I mean, he is 6'2". Please sign an Aston Villa player or check if they have anyone. I don't think we'll be able to play Premier League wages at Schalke. Anyone seen Neville comments praising Man City winning Burnley 1-0, then Arsenal beat Newcastle, criticising them for not getting more? God, there's no difference to what City did. Yeah, I think what you have to realise with people like Gary Neville, I do like Gary Neville. I think he's quite well informed. But what you have to realise is a lot of these people, like his company, have just bought out that YouTuber, that United YouTuber. They bought his channel out, haven't they? He's still going to run it. What's his name? Is it Goldstein? Goldstein, I think his name is. And his, what's it called now, that YouTube thing that he's got? But so Gary Neville will say things to be controversial, to get clicks and whatever. So a lot of the time you have to take it with a bit of pinch of salt. One of the things I'm finding really, really annoying at the moment is the punditry that's going on. So I don't know if you remember, but there was a City United game at the Etihad a few seasons ago now, and Gary Neville was co-commentating. And at half-time, we'd outplayed United, we were winning 2-0, and they'd been absolutely dreadful. And Gary Neville meant to be a pundit and meant to be neutral. And he actually said at half-time, I think I'll just go home. This has been absolutely dreadful. I don't even think I'm coming back for the second half. They brought Paul Pogba on second half, and I think they beat us 3-2. And of course, by then he was absolutely whooping and hollering. And I don't agree with that. And Wayne Rooney's another one. Wayne Rooney in which game was it now? Was it? I can't remember which game it was that we were playing. It might have been the Burnley game. I'm not sure. But anyway, he was doing punditry in there, and and he actually came out in like mid game and said, obviously I don't want City to win this. I want Arsenal to win the league. I don't want City to win it. And once again, you're like, should you be saying that, mate? But they keep the jobs. Keep the jobs. I remember years ago, Mike Summerby started doing a bit of punditry, and he said something a bit naughty about United in one of the build-ups, and you never saw him again. So, I don't know. I'm a little bit... Goldberg, that's him, Salad. Yeah, Goldberg. You're going to check, right? Okay then. Right, hold on a minute. Goldbridge. Yeah, it's Goldbridge, isn't it? United Stand, that's the one. Yeah, it's just goes to show though, doesn't it? You start a little YouTube channel, and you start getting a few subscribers and a few followers, and the next thing you're actually bought out. I don't know how much money he's made out of it, but I really like Simon Jordan. He says it how it is, and it's being put. And it's called. Yeah, so I mean, like TalkSport is another one of those channels where they're all paid to say controversial things to get people phoning in and for the clicks. I used to listen to, because I used to have well, in fact, I've had a few mobile businesses. But when I had my mobile vending business, I used to have TalkSport on all of the time. But you get to know it after a while. They're actually paid to be controversial, basically. Gary is constantly made fun of by his own. Yeah. What will you check then? What, Aston Villa? I don't think so. Iodine, how's things? I'm finally getting the game tomorrow and starting off in the National League North with my hometown and local club, South Shields. Very wise, Dean. Very wise indeed. Start with a club that you know. And then that leaves you free to learn the rest of the game. One commentator said the other week about a Leeds defender. They called him brain dead, and he got warned as well. It was about handball, giving a penalty away. Yeah. I tell you who I'm quite liking at the moment, Joe Hart. Joe Hart's coming across very, very well at the moment. Quite like him. I've always liked Danny Murphy. Danny Murphy always comes over very, very knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about. There are one or two decent ones, but I think a lot of them are in there just for clickbait, basically. Mark Goldbridge, United Stand, that's the one. Sports Bar on TalkSport is hilarious as Spurs struggle. Yeah, it will be, because one of their presenters is a Spurs fan, isn't he? It was a bit touch and go weekend though, wasn't it? The results were like Spurs West Ham. It was leapfrogging, and anyway, they both won in the end. So I don't know how that's going to end up. I still think that Spurs will survive. I don't think Spurs will go down. I hate that Robbie Savage. You said, right, you're spot on there, Cameron. 100% agree, mate. What formation do you play? You just got yourself a new subscriber. Thanks very much for that, Dean. On that score there, you see, Dean, very intelligent lad in the chat there. If you are a new viewer to the channel, if you could subscribe, hit the notification bell and give me a like, that would be amazing. Helps the channel, expand. And at the moment, on every live stream, I'm picking about 4 new subscribers, which is very nice. And it's working better than the standalones, which are coming out Tuesday, Thursday now, which are Chelsea and Spurs. But I'm getting more subscribers on the live streams than I'm on the standalone ones. Aston Villa will sort Spurs out, no problem. Well, we shall see. What's that, Neville? Let's check the replay to see if it was a foul. Nope. Nothing for 5 minutes straight. Yeah, well. Yeah, I can't talk about Jamie Carragher. The what? The lives are the way forward. Oh, the lives. Yeah, I mean, I do like doing the live streams, I must admit. I have thought about doing them on Twitch as well. In fact, I did at one point. I did try to set up dual streaming, but I made a right mess of my system, and it took me a few days to get it all back together again just for YouTube. You think, being an ex-computer engineer, you think I'd be able to sort it out, but right, okay, let's go back into this player database again. So all I'm about at the moment is just looking, are the players in here who I can afford and are going to make the team better then? I don't think I've got any positions as such that I'm worried about. I do like this lad though. I keep going back to him. 14 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists. Has he got any downsides? He's got great passing. 5.8 mil. I think he would be a great addition to the team. I really do. I did try to sign him before. I love the Micah Richards lad as a pundit. He's hilarious. Yeah, the City fans are not very happy with him, are they, at the moment, Micah Richards? He is funny though. I watch Gogglebox all the time when the celebrity one's on. Him and Carragher do like they're together basically doing the Gogglebox thing. Get your channel out there. Cost places to be at. Yeah, it's. I would like to do Twitch. But I don't know whether I'm clever enough to dual stream. And of course, the other thing as well is that I've got to think about personally is that the more people I get in the chat, the less I'm going to be able to interact with the chat. So if I was on Twitch as well, then it might get a little bit complicated. Because I follow a lot of City vloggers, like It's LB, Typical City, Esteem Company. I follow follow those lads. But you see their live streams going by, and well, even just the standalone videos. But the comments are going by, and they miss most of them because they're busy talking, they're concentrating on what they're doing. The chat's going by so quick they can't see. And I don't know whether I want to get to that point where I can't interact with the chat. Peter Crouch, another good one. Yeah, I like Crouchy. He does his own vlog as well, doesn't he, with his missus? And I did watch that for quite a while. Not watched it recently, but yeah, I do like Crouchy. He's good. Got a lot of time for Crouchy. I don't know if anybody listens to podcasts, but I use the Castbox yearly subscription for unlimited podcast down. It's brilliant. Yeah, you see what? So I tend to watch the. So I don't know whether. Well, you probably will know him. The In-Betweeners, James Buckley, who was in that, and I picked up on his. He was doing At Home with the Buckleys with him and his wife Claire, and then they've got 2 kids as well. And it's he's funny, and and his wife's quite funny, but his 2 boys play guitar and stuff. So, and he can play guitar quite well. So there's quite a bit of music in it, and he's funny. It's very, very funny. And then they started doing a podcast, but now they've turned it into a live podcast. I don't know what you call them, but I prefer to watch the ones where I can actually see them. Platform on. Do I watch films or TV series? If so, watching anything. I watch loads of them, Cameron. That's all I watch on TV, basically. That's all I watch. But once again, like I say, my memory's not great these days. So if you ask me, I mean, like Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, what others have I watched? I mean, The Handmaid's Tale, I mean, I've been discussing this with my daughter because she started watching it. And The Handmaid's Tale, it's brilliantly acted. That the idea, it's a horrible but brilliant idea. If, as a male with a daughter and 2 granddaughters, it's not an easy watch. I have to say, when I watched the first couple of episodes of it, I did actually have nightmares. So I had to watch a couple of episodes and then leave it for a week and then go back. But it's a fascinating concept, Handmaid's Tale. It's one of those things that it's a horrible concept, but it's so well put together and acted. It's a bit of a, you get drawn into it. So yeah, Handmaid's Tale is another one. There's a lot of them I've watched. There's going to be a new In-Betweeners film. Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah. The problem with James Buckley now and At Home with the Buckleys is he's obviously found now that he makes a lot more money out of doing the live podcasts that are on video rather than At Home with the Buckleys. So he stopped doing At Home with the Buckleys and he just does the podcast. So I've kind of stopped watching him now. Crouch is my favourite too. He's 6'6", no brainer, and he's funny too. You could bring him out of retirement, Mike, and stick him in your team. Can't beat Scottish comedy. Still game from a Yorkshire man. Yeah, I have watched that, and I think I did enjoy that. Yeah, Mike, Handmaid's Tale was a bit too depressing for me. It's horrible, Mike. It's not nice at all. But the concept, and I think it's one of those things where there's a heroine in there, and you just want her to just smack everybody in the face in an episode and kill them all as viciously as possible. It's that it draws you in. And it is depressing, and it's a difficult one because it's not going to be for everybody. Still Game is brilliant. Yeah, I did quite like Still Game. Can make any cheap signings, any possession in any position. I mean, Cameron, you're asking somebody here who's got the worst memory possible. So, I mean, Stevie remembers much more about my saves than I ever do. I mean, get your scouts out there and see whether your scouts can come up with something. I think he would be a very, very good for 5.8 mil. Who's this here? Asario. What's his finishing like? 16 for finishing. It's 9.8 mil then. Argentinian. very quick, can finish. He's only 22. He's got good composure. I mean, he would definitely be an upgrade, wouldn't he? On what's his? Doesn't have great. We need to learn language. It's this thing. I mean, is this a? I normally avoid players who have problems adopting to a new country. Is it a big problem, that, or not? It's got a release fee of 9.5. The players are not English, so I can't get them due to work permits. All right, okay. I mean, I don't know. Look at the England under-19s, under-21s, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that might be a bit too expensive for you, but I can't remember. I must admit though, I do love a series I can get my teeth into. When I go on and have a look to see what I might like. If there's only like 1 or 2 seasons, I give them a miss. If it's got 5 or 6 seasons, then I'm in. I tell you what a good one. What was it called, that one? Where they flipped the World War II thing, and the premise was that Germany had actually won the Second World War, and Germany was in control of America. I loved that. That was absolutely brilliant. Loved it. There's been lots of them, really. It is actually a situation that many men on the other side pond would be fine with thinking about. Not made me depressed. Yeah, Mike. I'm on board with you. I am on board with you. And to be honest, as well, at the moment with the things that are going on in the world, there are sections of society in the world at the moment that are probably actually doing that anyway. So, but I think I was so rooting for, because I love to do that. I love things where I'm rooting for the little man or little woman, and you're just wanting them to rise up and just take everybody's head off with a bloody samurai sword. And I'd be jumping and punching the air because, yes, you've fought back, you've won. I love that kind of thing, really. Teams just taking the dog out. As I've just opened it and talking about TV shows now. I know. What we're in. We're an hour, nearly an hour and 3/4 in. I've not made a signing yet. I'm going to give that Ahmed Taylor a try now. You've mentioned it. Yeah, it's not an easy watch, Cameron. It's not for everybody. It's not an easy watch. The Man in the High Castle, Craig. It's my brother recommended that one to me. And I think it's a little bit slow starting, but once it gets going, the premise is just amazing. But it's another one of those where these horrible Germans are in control of things, and you're just willing the resistance and whatever to rise up and take the land back. And I love that kind of stuff. It's a good job German Spotlight wasn't in then, isn't it? German Football Spotlight. Here's me saying, somebody will clip that and say Germans are horrible. God. Not an easy watch in what way? It's just the premise, Cameron. It's not a jolly thing at all. In fact, like Mike said, it's quite depressing, really. The way that women are portrayed in it. And like I say, as somebody who's got a daughter and 2 granddaughters, it was a hard watch for me, a hard watch. but at the same time, I was punching the air for these underdog women who were being abused and stuff, and thinking, right, you know, next episode, you know, one of them will rise up and poison somebody, or, you know, or kill them or something. And I do like the underdog type things. Female revenge story complete with samurai swords and doing watch Kill Bill if you haven't already. To be honest, I used to own a video rental store back in the day. So I used to watch all of the films that came out. These days, it's flipped quite a lot. And I much rather watch a series now than a film. Most popular what if questions in history. Yeah, it's really interesting, Mike. I find it really, really interesting. The premise is really, really interesting. So tonight, an hour and 3/4 ago, I started on the 15th of May. I'm still on the 15th of May. I mean, given the fact that we need more goals. We need to score more goals. So he's coming in at 22 as a 3-star with 4.5-star potential. And then I potentially could sell off Melia then, couldn't I? Charging on it and still no mention of mince pies. There's still no mention. It's meant to be a transfer special, Mike. I put on the thumbnail, transfer special. There's been nothing special about it and absolutely no transfers yet. If you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 and I am managing Schalke 04, and we are in a summer transfer window at the moment, so I am looking for players that can we're in the Champions League this coming season, so I'm looking for players who will make my team better. Stevie, so is Friday night going to be the actual transfer special? It might be next Monday, Stevie, I don't know yet. Did you charge them £1 if they hadn't rewound the tape? Kids totally wouldn't understand that. No, I didn't, Craig. I used to have like a machine that you could just put them in and they rewound. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's lots of stories I could tell, but that was a part of my life where my life kind of took off. It didn't last long because we kind of got in at the very beginning of video rental, and within 12 months we'd put an extension on the property. We were doing about £1,000 a week, and I mean, this is going back, how long ago would this be now? 35 years ago, maybe. I think we were doing over £1,000 a week just in video rentals. And we had dedicated suppliers and everything. We went into the top tax bracket for 12 months, and it was the best thing I'd ever done. I mean, there is a long story to it, but it's when I set my new channel up, then I'll talk about it. It didn't last very long because, as we know, with anything that's a good idea, loads of other people jump on the bandwagon. So there are two shops either side of us, one in the main village and one on the other side in a different village. Brand new shops opened up, and they were undercutting. They were doing rentals for like £1 a night and stuff like that. And that's because I had a bit of a dual thing at that time. I'd been talking to a lad who came in who had a bakery business, and I'd been going down and looking at his bakery business and stuff like that. And I got really into that. So at the time, video rental, it catapulted us into, you know, like top tax bracket. We're doing really well, but it very quickly dropped away. But I had this other string to my bow, so that's when I ended up buying a bakery and moving up to Leyland, and then we carried on in the bakery trade then. Long story, but there you go. That's weird, isn't it? That Dorado that we had at left back, it's worth 9.8 mil now. Another wide forward there. He's actually 6 foot as well. 12 for heading, 13 for jumping reach. So not amazing. Having said that though, who's he playing for? Lugano. 37 appearances, 22 goals, 7 assists, 7.09. He's got a resolute personality. Leading Bundesliga player, 4-star. Release fee clause of 7 mil. I'd have to change his name because there's no way I'd be able to pronounce that. Let's just add him to the shortlist. So he's resolute, 15 for determination, teamwork 12, work rate 15. Only a 12 for finishing though. I mean, what league are they in, Lugano? It's Switzerland, isn't it? 24. Where's he been before? Oh, he's come from Paris Saint-Germain. Okay. Did you? Yeah, I know, Zach. I know. So for anybody new in the chat or anybody new in this live stream, I have always had a policy on live streams of not doing the transfer windows, because I can literally spend 2-3 days solid in a transfer window just looking at players and analysing them, going back, looking them again. So I always thought that it would be very boring for people, because this is the way I play the game. I'm not data driven. I don't do player instructions. I don't do any of that. The way I play the game is I play it in the way that I try to get the best players in for what I'm playing, for the formation and the tactic. But it does take me a long time to make decisions. Sport, having said of that, quite a few lads in the chat have said, you know, it's nice to see other people doing it, get a different perspective. So, you know what? I mean, I started tonight, well, nearly 2 hours ago, and I did say it's going to be quite a chill evening. We're not going to play any football, but I'm just going to run through and see what players are available. And I've just noticed that Nelson Wiper is available, 6'4", playing for Hanover 96. He is wanted. Who's he wanted by? Oh, I see. Is he on loan or something? Right, okay. He's quick. 6'4", 27 appearances, 9 goals, 3 assists, 6.79. Who's he wanted by? Are you talking about the last one I was looking at? Who was him? He's wanted by Saudi. Now you kind of think that if they want to buy Saudi, they'll go there because the wages are going to be amazing. But I have just signed a player for Spurs who was wanted by Saudi, and he came to me. So resolute character. So I do like Nelson Wiper. I've had him before. 27-year-old. But he is only a 2.5 star. Fairly determined. Whereas he is a 3.5 star. Resolute. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot today, Zach. You need to get out more, mate. You need to get out more. I'm looking at the chat now, wondering who would be the person to come into your video shop and hire Emmanuel 2 for the weekend. So I mean, another bit, a little bit of that story is that when we started doing video, there were no certifications on video rental at all, and that came in while we would. And when I said 12 months, it's probably we were probably doing it for a good couple of years before the competition came in. But in the middle of it, they brought in certification for video rental. So basically, you would get they published it in the you know, like the trade publications. So like The Exorcist, for instance. In fact, I've still got that somewhere, the original copy of The Exorcist with no certificate on it at all. And then they started publishing. So the BBFC would watch these films and then give them a video certification. And then you had to go out and buy from the trade places things of stickers. So it'd be like 15, 12, PG, 18s. And then you'd have to take it, peel a sticker off, put it on. And we had to do that with all of our stock. So yeah, I think we had one or two top shelfers, not too many. I can't even remember now what we had. But I loved that. Absolutely loved it. It was amazing, you know, like I remember we bought Trading Places, if anybody knows about video, we bought Trading Places, Eddie Murphy. And at the time, we bought Trading Places for £13.50. We bought it outright. And then I think one of the last counts we had on that video, well, maybe not even the last count, but one of the counts I did, we'd taken £130 on it. We paid £13.50 for it, and we'd taken £130 on it on rentals. But of course, that one had to have a certification as well. But I loved it. I loved, you know, it was like the new films came in, so we would watch them in the day or in the evening or whatever, and then the next day people would come in, and we got to know our customers really well. So, you know, somebody would come in and say, you know, what new films are in, and you'd know that, that this latest film, he won't like that, but this one he will. And we got a really good name for it, you know, and then they'd come back and say, that film you recommended me, absolutely top notch. Have you got any more? So of course then, you know, we built up a massive stock of films. I absolutely loved it, video rental. It was great. But as with everything else, when somebody has a good idea and everybody jumps on the bandwagon and people start undercutting, then it dropped off. And of course these days, you don't get video rental shops, do you? I mean, weirdly, so going on a good few years, I was looking for a business to buy, and there was a video rental franchise, which basically was having a mobile van and loading that up with videos and then going having areas. And I built that up to like 5 nights a week. In fact, I employed people to go out doing it and took them videos, had a computer system to run it. And that was good. That worked really well. But of course, these days it doesn't work, does it? Because, you know, there's so many other ways of getting them. You've learnt a lot. Yeah, you do need to get out more, Zach. If you've learnt a lot from tonight's... no idea. Is it any good? What's Craig said? Oh, yeah, right. Emmanuel too. Is it any good? Careful what you say there, Craig. You could drop yourself in it. Don't answer that, Craig, Mike says. Oh, I'm fantastic. Which football manager do you think was best? I really liked 24. I really liked 24. I think for the reason being that it was kind of the end of a cycle, so they tweaked it. They kind of patched it, and that was the end of an era. And FM24 was kind of the best version of Football Manager that there could be. And of course, this is the problem with FM26, where it's got very bad press. But you know, if you get back to very, very basics, I know we all know it's frustrating, the crashing and this and that and the other, but it's on a brand new engine. And I know there will be people saying, well, they shouldn't have released it, it was unfinished, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I said to Alex, who sometimes comes in, the Australian lad, I said to him, you know, in fact, I made a video, a short about it. Would you rather Sports Interactive went bust, which they would have done if they'd not released a game, or would you rather them put it out and us have a game? And I know which camp I'm in, because you know, like I say, this is a lifestyle for me. It's not a computer game anymore. I love playing this game. And even if it's a bit glitchy and whatever, and it crashes, okay, it's frustrating, it's annoying, but I still love the game. I mean, if he could do the same for us, he would double our single count goal tally. But it is playing for Lugano. So, have I put him on the shortlist? Yeah. See, this is where now I've looked at a few players and I've done a bit of a thinking about it. And now, in like the real world, I would probably now go to bed and sleep on it. And then get up the next day and think, was that player actually a good idea? I'm going to do that about a lot of things, any decisions. I don't make decisions late on at night, because I generally find if I have a great idea late on at night, when I get up in the morning, I'm thinking, what the hell was I thinking? Because that's the worst idea in the world. So that's probably what I would do. But then again, I'm going to have to make some decisions, aren't I? I do like this lad here. I mean, he looks very, very good. But 11.5 mil, he's a bit rich. His ability to do the unexpected, a star Bundesliga player. I mean, my word. 23-year-old Spanish lad. First round players, then you scout them, then you put a bid on them, and then other teams steal them from you. Life of an effort. I know, Mike. I'm fully prepared for that. I've not even got into that yet, which I now found out was a terrible idea. See, 6'4" as a halfback. He looks all right, doesn't he? Right, I'm going to make a decision in a minute. I don't normally make decisions this quickly, but I think I'm going to have to move this on because I've not actually moved off the 15th of May. So I am going to have to make a decision. Did I put him on the... he's on the shortlist, isn't he? Gul Fernandez. Right, let's do a comparison between him and him. Gul Fernandez. Shortlisted. Gul Fernandez. Barcelona FM is a cheat code. I just got 7 elite prospects in my youth intake. Bloody hell. That is a cheat code, isn't it? Bundesliga player. 11.5. He's not winning any headers if you play him at centre midfield. I know. Hold on a minute. He's got a minimum fee release cost of 110. But they don't... Oh, let's just put that offer in. It's 11.5. Oh, they've gone for it. Cameron, have you signed anybody? I've just put a bid in. 2 hours and 10 minutes, the first bid. I told you, it's... I mean, the bottom line with this is that I never really wanted to put transfer windows on a live. But some people do seem to like it. So all I can say is that, you know, if you don't like it, then, you know, it's like, you know, tune out or something until we start playing football again. But there are people who seem to like it, so I'm going to do it. And I'm just checking on the... still 2-0. Looks like United are winning then. So where does that leave them? In third place. What's that? 3 points above Liverpool and Villa. He's playing the long game. Don't forget to save it off. Oh, what a good shout that is. What a good shout that is. Yeah, get it saved. Spending another 3 hours off stream in a transfer window. I probably will, Cameron. Yeah, probably will. No good for the Villa that United are winning. No. I kind of feel like we need a striker as well. What's this geezer here? Enrique Osorio. Are we put into... Oh, he's the one who's got 16 for finishing. He's quick. 23 appearances, 9 goals, 6.82. Playing for Velez. What are they saying about him? Could improve significantly. He's a good Bundesliga player now. Could improve significantly. Five, 7. Tall, strong lad, or short and pacey. Our last game of the season is against City. I know, Cameron. I know. He's also got a 16 for finishing. Resolute character. 6'3", so he can head a ball as well. PSV are not prepared to sell Fofana mid-season. It's hardly mid-season, is it really? So Fofana would come in as the second best striker, but with more potential. Tall, strong lad is always better, but I'm biased. Do you think you'll smash us? I don't, Cameron. No, I don't. Saving is still on the day you started on. I know, Stevie, but somebody mentioned it, so I had to do it. Do you think you'll smash? I don't know, Cameron. I literally have no idea at all. You know, it's far from the De Bruyne, David Silva, Sergio Aguero team, this, isn't it? So I literally have no idea. I mean, at this moment in time, and somebody said it before, was it Mike said before, I can kind of see, because Arsenal are not playing well. I mean, I don't think we are particularly. But I can see Arsenal scraping 1-0 wins between now and the end of the season and winning the Champions League and the Premier League. So I just don't know. It depends, you know. Like, I mean, that game at weekend, I was absolutely shouting and screaming at the television, changing that lineup with 8 days between that and the Everton game. It's just madness, absolute madness. And it was so flat first half. It depends what Pep does. If he tries to be clever and smart, will not do anything. If he goes sensible, then I don't know. We won't smash you though. There's no way we'll smash you. 2-1 Brentford have scored, right? Okay then. We'll do us 4-1. I don't know, Cameron. I mean, it's the weirdest Premier League that I've been involved in for years. Yeah, I think Mark's just saying the same thing. Prem season is bonkers. Yeah, if they fired Amarin a month earlier, they might be winning it. It is. It's true. It's absolutely true. 6'3", so he can head a ball. Can he head a ball? 14, jumping reach 15. He's got a finishing of 16. When it says finishing, does that mean finishing with his feet or his head? I mean, whoever he's been playing for, PSV, he's made 8 appearances, 28 as sub, scored 11 goals, 6.94. And he's got a resolute character, resolute personality. I like him, Fafana. I do like him. £3.5 star with 4.5 star potential, 5.8. Terrific. Terrific. Feet, you think? Yeah, I was thinking feet. Finishings with feet only, I think. I mean, if we're going to be playing with 2 strikers, it won't be the worst idea in the world to play with a target forward, would it? Target forward and then something next to him. I think we're putting a bid in for this lad as well. Watford just done 7.5. So I could actually pay for him outright, couldn't I? Right, so they want more than that then. Just about myself a new monitor. Sick of playing on TV, just not the same. I play Football Manager and computer games. All my computer games are played on my TV. All of them. Football Manager, I switch between the two. Good target forward. Right, we're going to make that offer. And I do kind of feel like I need a new keeper. Right, you know what? We're clicking. We're going to advance the game. 2 hours and 20 minutes. What's 2 hours and 20 minutes between friends? Absolutely nothing. Right, we're going to progress the outfield. Right, so better TVs are too big. I play on a laptop. Yeah, I played years ago. I played World of Warcraft on a laptop, but it wasn't great really, because like open world games on a laptop, not really, not great at all. Right, okay, so he's been accepted. Fernandez. Wants to be a squad player, is that? Squad player recommended, okay. That's a bit rich, isn't it? 94k. Why does Football Manager constantly... I mean, it comes in with the most ridiculous wages. And then when you want to try and sell him, oh, nobody can afford his wages. Loyalty bonus of 4 mil as well. What size is your monitor? What size is my monitor? Right, so I've got a Philips, an Asus, and an Acer, and they are 24? I don't know, can't remember. Yeah, I've got 3 monitors on the go. A lot less wages, I know, Craig. I mean, this seems very rich, this. What would you say is best out of the 3? I think probably the Asus, I think probably is the best one of the 3. The Asus is the one that I am working on now, and my capture card is displaying the Asus. The other 2 are just for monitoring. I've got the Philips is giving me all of the chat and the data and everything, and then the other one here is just like an overall view. 94 wage with a yearly rise of 10%, crazy. Try put his wages at 75. Yeah, I mean, it's like that's a good shout, Mike, but I'm always a bit afraid I might miss a bit of a bargain if I just look through the shortlist. I mean, if we use the existing... So he's on 74, is he? Of course he's at Barcelona, isn't he? He's at Barcelona. Well, what we're paying for him? His minimum fee release clause of 110 mil. And now he's locked in a minimum fee release clause of 37.5. Hiya, Ace, mate. How are you doing? Where am I from? I live in Preston in England. I am from Manchester, though. I was born in Manchester, and I was born about 3 miles from Main Road. And my dad When my dad was younger, he used to go and watch City one week and United the next. But then he came to his senses and started watching City all the time. So of course that's where I used to cry myself to sleep apparently behind the door when he went to the game. So as soon as I was old enough, he started taking me, and then the rest is history. But yeah, we moved up here. We moved up to Leyland when the video business started to die, to buy a bakery, and we've been up here ever since. So you do a self-put save, and I'm from there. Just wondering why you chose that save. Yeah, well, it's just down the road from me, Southport. Southport is a legendary team around these parts. It is, yeah. Yeah, not to mention legendary players, Zimash. The weird thing is as well is he only wants to be a squad player. I'm paying 80,000 out to somebody who wants to be a squad player. Am I doing the right thing here or not? I mean, I only have 60,000 available in the wage budget, and I'm paying him 80. Is that a good move? Been watching a couple who's been very entertaining. I'm going to sit back and keep watching. Thanks very much, Ace. And can I ask, have you subscribed? If anybody is in the live stream that's not subscribed, if you could subscribe, it would help me greatly. I'm putting on about 4 new subscribers every live stream, which is quite good going for me. And hit the notification bell, because I do have 3 saves running. I've got Spurs, Chelsea and this, so you'll get notified when they go up. And hit the like button as well. I mean, Stevie's saying sleep on it. It's a difficult one because at the end of the day, wait till you get to the Wigan Mexican owner part. Oh my God. Yeah, it's not, that Wigan part of the journeyman save is it's gonna last for a while, isn't it, that? I'm kind of 55% thinking back out of this, 45% thinking should we have a go at this one or not? Right. Decision made, cancelling that one. I don't like he's coming with 80k, but then he is on 70 odd at Barcelona, so let's have a look at the Greek team. Let's see if there's anybody in there that's worth having, because we kind of have to have a Greek player in, don't we? Resolute character, 6'2". Let's scout him. Central defender. He's 31, don't really want I thought I did under 21s. I thought I'd done under 21s. Um, yeah, no, Mike. I think I backed out of that one. Um, I'm not sure what's going on here though. Europe, Greece, men's team, under 21s. Right, so can somebody... Oh, it's here on a different button. That's not confusing, is it? Okay. Central defender, 5.2 mil. It's gonna keep you up all night now that you have walked away. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Possibly. It's rich that though, wasn't it? 80k. It's because he's coming from Barcelona, I suppose. I mean, it's a balancing act, isn't it? You know, we've got to realise now that we are looking at trying to win the Bundesliga because we finished third, so we're looking to win that. We're looking to do well in the Champions League, and I'm not going to do that with average players, am I? So it's a balancing act. I keep losing. Might have to walk out soon. Oh, Gordon Bennett, Cameron. That guy turns out to be the new Messi. I know, Mike. There's always that worry, isn't there? There's always that worry. Oh my God, he'd never be on the pitch. Look at him. Never be on the pitch. Any tactics for League One? Taking him on loan with an option to buy. Yeah, it's a good point, Zach. Yeah, good point. Maybe I've jumped a little bit too early. Tactics for League One. Well, I mean, I would have thought the long ball would have worked, Cameron. I would have thought that it would have worked. I mean, what are your strikers like? You know, I'm guessing they're tall, but what are they like? So this is the problem, isn't it, Mike? You know, so you've got borderline players making 50k a week just because they're at Barcelona, but then nowhere near good enough to get into the first team. You both had 17 plus goals in League Two, if that helps. What formation are you playing, Cameron? Are you still playing with wingers? And if so, what are your wingers like? What are they like at crossing the ball? What's your playmaker like? What's he got for passing and vision? let's... oh, the transfer story's been leaked. The Fofana one's been leaked. Right, okay. So that striker. Weirdly, the midfield has not been leaked. I wonder why. Okay, they've stalled. They want a bit more. League 1 is the easiest. Come and just keep doing what you're doing. League 2 and sign better players for the same system. Who else is interested? See if we can get this striker over the line. I got 4 at the back, 2 strikers, bottom target forward. My winger is new play for Southampton. Was 3-star, now dropped to 2. Isn't it weird that, Zach? It's weird, isn't it? One league makes such a difference. Right, he wants to be an important player. 28.5. Now we're talking, you see. What a sensible lad he is. What a sensible lad. You know what? For being sensible, mate, you can have all of that. The Fofana kid is a must sign. Right. His name is Tete Yengi. You can't play your Chelsea save like this, surely you have to adopt a scattergun approach there. Oh my word. Realistically, I need 2 wingers and a backup striker, but I just don't have the wage budget or transfer budget. I'm relying on getting good youth in. You've tried the free transfer market, then have you, Cameron? Nobody in there at all. Loans, yeah, loans is a good one as well. What, you in league? You're in League One. I mean, you probably wouldn't get. Yeah, you're a bit low, aren't you, for any of the City youngsters? 14.5. He's already playing in Germany. 21-year-old. Midfield playmakers, only 2-star. Could improve a lot. He's a good Bundesliga player at the moment. I'm walking soon. I mean, once again, like 4,000 now. You're 17, mate. Let's see, make an offer. You're 17. No, I'm not negotiating with you. You're 17, mate. Sorry, not doing it. My custom team say right now. Do you have any affiliate clubs that you could loan players from, Cameron? I thought I'd just seen something there that was interesting, but maybe not. 18 games, we have 14 points in the Premier League. Right, I'm not being held. No, sorry. Right, Penders. Is he a goalkeeper? What is he? Mike Penders, goalkeeper. 3.5 star. Playing for Dortmund, first choice, 28 mil. Right, fine, can't afford him. James Trafford, 3 star. Probably not. Micah Beerith. $29, Micah Beerith. Right, okay. $54 million. What am I scouting these players for? Santos, he's going to be an absolute fortune, isn't he? 35 mil. I mean, he's the kind of player we need. He's definitely the kind of player we need, but I just don't have the money to sign him. I mean, the only way we could sign him would be to maybe sign just 2 players, put 13-14 mil down on both of them. I mean, he's a regular starter for Leverkusen. But even putting 15, we'd have to put 50%, 17 mil down. It's a lot. Did finally sign me a striker, 22 years old. Yeah, they've won that then, have they? 2-1. Isn't he the one I was after? Masaki. Is he not the one I was after to partner with Ashiro? He's meant to be on the shortlist. I can't find him. I'm going 5 at the back. Going 5 at the back and lump it. So that's interesting. Szigeti was he was the goalkeeper of the year in the Bundesliga. Szigeti. That's very interesting. So this is what we're up against. An £81 million right back. Look at Schlotterbeck. He's 32, mind. Okay, we've got Fofana. Let me, I think we'll do this one in green. F-O-F-A-N-A-H. Fofana. Oh, put the flags out. We made a signing. Fofana, the new Z-Mash. Oh, we can only wish, can't we? He's quick. Fairly professional. Surplus to requirements. How does he compare against Ekomi? Rincon. Oh, Schalke has fallen to Bundesliga 3? Really? Well, Karen's saying it. Schalke finished 15th in the Bundesliga. It's weird, isn't it? Craig, how did Fiorentina end up last season? Have they crashed and burned? It's a very good question. What we're doing here, Europe, Italy. I've done that wrong, haven't I? What am I doing here? It looks like where's the no, they've won the league. Won the league. Fiorentina still has Z-Mesh, they're probably fine. Yeah, they won the league. Sorry, I mentioned it. No, it's nice to see, isn't it? You know, it is nice to see. It kind of shows that I did quite a decent job there. Scored 16 goals, 4 assists, 7.06. He's worth 60 mil now. Just seen a centre-back play it past his own keeper. Oh, it's not big and it's not clever, is it, really? We've seen him, haven't we? 76 mil striker. Yeah, you do though, don't you, Mike? You do. Yeah, you feel like proud of the legacy that you've left them. I mean, it's a great shout, that. Who asked that? Was it Craig? Yeah, Craig, a great shout, that. It's weird with me. I think I said it on Friday. When I moved off a team, it's very rare I go back and see how they're doing. But it's nice to know they won the league again. Because at least, you know, it shows that the players you brought in are actually are good. Oh, that's a shame. 31 Lorenzo Luca. 6'7" as well. 11 million. 85k a week. Just still the only one probably put all his money in the club and they win a lot. So we've got to be careful of that as well. We're in the red in the bank. Don't know what I'm doing here. I'm getting a bit tired now. I'm clicking buttons and 18 mil left. Really? Oh my word. Pep Guardiola managing Southport as if. Bloody hell. If anybody is in the live stream, I am playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, managing Schalke 04. And, well, we're in a transfer window at the moment, and everything is slowed right down. It's gone very chill. Well, I've signed one player up to now. I've signed a striker. Other than that, I've not signed anybody. Got to be careful though, because that 60k wages is going to get swallowed up. What did he go for? He was 28k, so I've still got wage budget left. See, I've still got this lad as well. Sign him as a priority. He's a good Bundesliga player, could improve slightly. Do the new budgets not kick in until July the 1st? No, I've already got them. Craig, I've already got them. Dean, yes, mate, I'm on PlayStation 5, I am. Yeah, the budget, I have we got 41 million for finishing third. We got 41 million, but we're still quite badly in debt. He's only got a determination of 10. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Let's do a little bit of let's just have a look and see. Expired. Not expired in 1 month. .5 jumping reach of 2. Okay, if there is anybody in the live stream and you've not subscribed, it would help me greatly if you could subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me a like. That would be fantastic. No, I'm not feeling any of them at all. And my mind's getting a little bit mushy now. I can't remember who I've looked at, who I think is okay. £9.2 mil, fairly determined. Yeah, he's got determination of 15, teamwork 12, work rate 15. Werder Bremen, regular starter at Werder Bremen. 27k a week. I could stop again. Just in from. Where did you finish? Finished in third, Jason. Finished in third place. Got Champions League football. Finances are still a bit flaky though. We're in the red in the bank. I have bought a new centre forward for next season. I did put a bid in for a midfielder, but he wanted bonkers money, so I'm getting absolutely battered every game. I mean, usually, Cameron, that usually means you have to change something. Jason, you've not missed much. No, you haven't, Jason. You missed absolutely nothing. But I'm doing my usual thing. I'm sifting through players and trying to find players that would make us better. I am beginning to wonder whether the wing backs maybe I'll change the formation. Morale is high. I usually spend everything I've got, Dean, before they take it off you. That's my policy. Spend it all. But the loan market, one of the big things, Dean, that you've got to look for the 1st of July in those leagues. The 1st of July is your best friend, because the 1st of July is where you get all of the free transfers, so they don't cost you any money. It's just wages that you have to pay out. So that's your best friend. South Shields, I can pretty much guarantee you'll pick up some decent players on a free transfer. Obviously, you've got to pay the wages, but they won't cost you anything to bring in. I don't know whether I've already done this. I think I've probably done this, actually. I am getting a little bit brain dead with this now. Yeah, I think I've done that one, haven't I? Rincon's a better player. He's quick, isn't he? Come on, Gaffer, you need stronger Vimto to power through. I know, I am beginning to lose it a bit now. Normally at this stage, I would just go to bed and then start again the next day, because I'm beginning to lose it a bit. He can't tackle him, can he? Hiya, Alex. How are you doing, mate? I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, what Mike said there, move all your transfer budget to wage budget. I forgot about that. That's great advice, that. It's great advice. You've missed a scintillator. Oh my God. Yeah, it has been scintillating, hasn't it, tonight? Leading Bundesliga. It's inconsistent. And it's amazing how they do that. I don't know. Whenever I get a gut feeling on a player, I'm thinking, you know what? I think... And then I go in here and it's always susceptible to injuries or can't live in another country. Yeah, that's your best bet, Dean. Move all your transfer budget to wage budget, and then look for free transfers, and you can get some really good loans as well at that level. But of course, you've got to watch that wage budget. Scouts are always glass half full type of people. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a good linkage to Sunderland. That's a very good linkage. Asked me to play West Ham. More than half of all the bones in an adult human are in the hands and feet. Oh my God. I've had some also in previous saves. He's a good player. It's a weird one, this, because I've been looking at him most of the night. His current ability 4-star, unlikely to improve. I mean, he's got no cons at all. But then, so what is he? Because in here, he's only a 3-star. I think this is going to be one of those transfer windows that's going to last a few days. I might well have to do this off camera. I don't even think Friday night in 3.5 hours I'll finish doing this. It's a really important transfer window, this. I have to get it right. Will be 13 2 months with an average natural fitness attribute though, yeah. Won't get too hung up on the stats. He's a good aggressive wing back. Dorado is the one that we sold. His value's gone up a little bit as well. Been another great live stream. Are you taking the piss, Cameron, a little bit there? It's not been great, has it, really? Wouldn't be a problem if players accepted a 1 or 2 year deal, on reduced money. But they don't, do they? They want to come in on a 4-year contract on the biggest money that's possible. I've looked at him already, haven't I? I think he's the one who susceptible to problems when living in another country. "29 years when you get to..." I mean, there's a real dilemma, isn't there, in Football Manager? Because like when I took Chelsea over and I looked at the age of the squad, I thought, right, okay, I'm going to ship most of these players out, bring some money in, and try and build a young team. But I've just played United in that, who've got João Pedro and Casai. Casado, is it? They got two of the players anyway that I sold them. And they're well into the 30s now. And they are beating us quite easily all the time. I mean, I played Arsenal and they've got something like a 37-year-old Declan Rice in there. And he did a run right up the pitch, ran into the penalty area like he was 19 again. It's just bonkers. The game just doesn't seem to recognise the age of players at all. And when I want to play it realistically, where, you know, you've got a team, you come into a team and it's full of old men, so you want to renew them all and bring in 22, 23-year-olds. It kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. Right, I think 3.5 hours. It's nearly 11 o'clock now, isn't it? I think I am going. I know it's not been great tonight. I have to apologise really, because this is one of those transfer windows I have to get right, and we're only on the 4th of June. So I think I am going to have to do this off camera and then come back on Friday night, because I can guarantee, I know what I'm like, I can guarantee I will spend another 3.5 hours on Friday night and I still won't have found the right players. I think I need a bit more time to think about this. Enjoy your live streams. I don't care whether you sat there reading a book. I mean, that'd be a great live stream. I might try that one camera. Switch the camera on and then just read a book. In my side port, Man City had basically the same squad 10 years into the game. Average squad age was 32. But then, you know, it's like, you have got to counter that with the fact that Fiorentina over in Italy, I renewed that squad and I did the domestic treble with them. What I should have checked, actually, I should have checked how they done in the Champions League. But they finished first again, so I did the right thing there. I mean, Schalke 04 here, got them promoted, won the shiny silverware, finished third, way over expectations. And I'm now looking to build on that and maybe try and finish second next season, or even win the Bundesliga. I don't think with this squad we're going to do great things in the Champions League, but given that we finished third, there is a chance I could win the Bundesliga next season. I don't know, but I've got to get the right players in, and it is going to take time. Gobby Gaffer audio books. I found it enjoyable. Yeah, well, thanks for that, Craig. Thanks very much. I mean, thanks to everybody who's come in and stuck with it. And unfortunately, I haven't played any games tonight, and I've signed one player. And I've actually only advanced the game about 2 weeks. So it is going to take, I think I'm going to have to sit down quietly and calmly and just go through all of this. I am at the point now, though, where normally, if I wasn't on camera, I would just go to bed because my head's getting a bit mashed now. And that does happen to me a lot. I'm getting a bit, my head's just getting, have I looked at him? Have I compared him? Can't remember. Up the Schalke or something. All right, thanks everybody who came in. If you are in the live stream and you've not subscribed, if you could subscribe to my channel, that would help me greatly. I promise on Friday night there will be some football. I'll have had a good look through the team. And of course, when you get to the end, near the end of the transfer window, you do start getting offers in for some of your players. So there might be some outgoings as well as incomings. Probably the most realistic FM season ever. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks very much, Craig. I mean, once again, you know, we've had a bit of a laugh and we've had a bit of a chat about things. So it's not been a wasted live stream, but I think it has taught me something a little bit for the next transfer window, in that maybe I do a little bit off camera first before I come in, because basically we finished right there at the end of the season. It might have been better if we'd have had, say, 3 or 4 games to play and then do an hour or so in the transfer window. That might have been a little bit better for a little bit of balance. But playing all of them games on Friday and finishing, well, starting tonight right at the end of the season, it's not the most exciting, you know, kind of viewing from a viewing perspective, is it? All right, like I say, I'm waffling now for the sake of it. Thanks to everybody who's come in. Thanks to everybody who's kept me company. And I think we're getting a very good bunch of people in here now who I'm enjoying spending the live stream with. We have a good laugh, and I'm really enjoying that, and I hope you are as well. So I'll be back on Friday night, 7:30. And we will play some games on Friday night. And if you're a new viewer, I do have videos going up Tuesday and Thursday. Tomorrow's video will be the Spurs rebuild. So there'll be another season of that done with transfers in, out, and a simulation of the season. Thursday I'll be back on the Chelsea one. And then Friday I'll be back with the Schalke. Okay, I am going to call it here, I think, and 3.5 hours, and done very little other than waffle an awful lot. Hopefully see you all again around 7:30 on Friday. So once again, thanks very much to everybody came in, commented, contributed, and anybody sat in the live stream, you're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back for more. And subscribe, of course. Okay, I'll see you on